Hi, I'm Ellen McCauley. I'm at Pray It Off in Syracuse, New York. And several weeks ago, I asked the group to write a letter to food. And I've read 2 of them, and you can find them on earlier versions of the blog. But this next member decided to write a letter to their life. And I'd like to share it with you tonight. Hello, life. It's time you really embrace the gift God has given you. You're getting older and have spent several years thanking God for the daily blessing of health, family, faith, and another day. Have you really invested time for yourself in your life? Now the time has truly come to participate in God's gift. Listen and work with Him to embrace this earthly journey. Thank God for giving you a loving family to grow up in. It's this foundation that prevented you from drugs, alcohol, and other addictions. You know you have addictive tendencies, and because your mom and dad struggled to raise 8 children, you know it would have been an injustice to them to give in to those weaknesses. They instilled a strong work ethic, thank God. Knowing how sick my father really was, you took him home before I could learn. However, his values were embedded in my older siblings. They have shared how my parents instilled hard work, caring for neighbors, and accepting the handouts from friends and extended family. Mom did have low self-confidence starting a family at 16, but she truly shared that family, faith, and friendship. She shared that these things were God's gifts, so rely on them. Life, you are blessed that their beliefs allowed God to walk with you on this voyage. So you started out with limited one-on-one supervision, really being raised by these older brothers and sisters who did their best to make sure you had the fundamentals, health, education, religion. You always felt Mom was too tired to invest in you as your child. But you could be her friend, play cards, be your partner for meetings, and just be someone who filled in when Dad couldn't be there. You were challenged to tell the truth, make friends your own age, and balance time, money, and skills. You made it out of hometown USA because Mom sent you to the 2-year college your oldest sister went to, saying as her parting words, "Your sister's making a living without a man, so you go now and do the same." Life, you've lived that statement for many years. Working for 2 large companies, you're a dedicated employee and decided that having a career would be more important than any other activities you could do. You were afraid to jump into a 4-year education or go back to school while working and really only invested enough to keep paying the bills. So life, you sent someone who ended up loving me the same week your mom was dying. You'd lost your best friend and barely stopped to decide on a future and a family for yourself. Thank God who watched over you and blessed you with beautiful, healthy boys whose lives and faith are better than yours. Over the past 30 years, your loved ones watched you go through life's motions, ups and downs, losing weight, gaining weight, changing careers for financial stability, friendships, marriage, and counseling. Up until Pray It Off, your actions were never really about you. You lived your life as whatever comes, the education, relationships, and even faith events. You really never thought about the end results of your actions. So now stop and become mindful for a moment. Your life is what you need to accept. Forget past mistakes or actions and all the time you've lost. You're pushing 60 years old, but it's not too late to let God take control. Talk with Him daily and be open. Remind yourself that He has you here to touch lives and to give love to those who may need it. You've invested Thursday nights for 10 years at Pray It Off. Are you even listening? The topics always have one thing in common, answering God's call. So why can't you love yourself as God does? Why can't you live a faith-filled life and give up the earthly control? Turn to God daily and listen and accept and act. Keep moving towards honesty and self-acceptance. Why can't you accept what He truly offers to be your friend and give you your best life ever?